Hello, gratitude and growth haven family. So I just thought of something. A lot of times, most of us we look at growth as one big happening that will just happen to you once. But I'm here to tell you that growth is not always that exciting. Let me tell you something about personal growth, right? Sometimes growth is very boring. If you notice, right, things that will grow you, especially things like books that will grow you, they are always very boring, not interesting at all. Growth is not always a very dramatic something that just happens to you and poof, you just see it. It's very simple things. You started going to bed earlier than before, you started saving a little money, you started saying no to people, you started keeping your words when you say them, you started reading more pages of books every day, you started controlling your temper, you started noticing when things are wrong around you and you just want to set it up to become proper. You started showing up even when you don't feel like showing up. When you're tired and you're fagged out, you still do what you're supposed to do. These little things, doing them over time, it was results to growth. Growth is not always it doesn't just happen boom once like that. And because there's no dramatic transformation that is happening, you may be thinking nothing is happening. But I'm here to tell you, that's how growth works. It happens underground. Growth happens underground. Have you ever woken up in the morning and you go outside and you see your tree that was 8 meters yesterday is now 9 meters? It grows gradually. Even as human beings, you see little children. Sometimes you just look at maybe your son or your daughter, just say, come and stand here. You see that, man, this guy has grown. He has grown a few centimeters, maybe a few inches. We just keep growing and growing. You might not notice it. So don't despise that boring consistency. That thing you are doing every time and you have just gotten it became a habit to you. Don't despise it. Keep doing it. Keep doing those small things. One day you just look back and discover that whoosh, you've gone very far. I'm telling you. Well, I want to give you an example. There was one time I took out time to study, to go and read and educate myself, just to grow my mind, just to, I just wanted to expand my knowledge. I just wanted to expand my mindset, right? And before I was even done, right, I had a session with my younger sister where she's running a business and we wanted to talk about what's the next level of this business. So I had a conference call with herself and my younger brother. So during the conference call, we were talking. I was just trying to put some things out there. This is your mindset. This is what your mindset should be about your business. And I discovered that I spoke for 45 minutes non-stop. I did not realize it. Even myself, I didn't know I had those contents inside me. I just kept talking and pumping out. And when we finished, my younger brother was like, bros, this is a master class. I'm telling you, I now discovered that, whoa, I have actually grown a lot. Because all those things, I just kept reading those books, taking those courses, I was just doing them. In fact, in my own life, I had not noticed that changes had happened to me until that day. So that's the way growth works. Sometimes you might just feel things are not moving, but my brother, my sister, things are moving. Should I say things are moving? No, okay, yes, things are moving, but I'm talking to you that you've been doing something. You don't just stay there and growth just happens to you. No, growth doesn't just happen like that. You have to be doing something. But I'm just here to encourage you that no matter how little the things you're doing are, so far you've been consistent with it. I want to let you know that you are growing inside. You're growing. There's a growth happening inside you that you do not know. There's a growth going on inside you that you do not know. It's just like even in Christendom, right? I'm a lover of Jesus. So in Christendom, You go to church, you study the Bible, you listen to messages, you try to grow yourself, you read uh, spiritual books, you would not know that something has happened to you until the day an issue will come up, and the way you handled it will marvel you. You will be baffled by the way you handled it, because it would have, you will just handle it in a very matured way. I'm telling you, this thing I'm telling you like this, just take note of it. You might look at it that the things that I was doing 2 months ago, if you look at it now, the way you do it, you might be doing it better than before. You will not know when those changes happen until a situation comes that needs that level of growth, and you discover that you handled it properly, and that you see that growth has happened to you. I'm telling you. So don't despise those little things that you're doing. Keep doing them. Keep pushing it. It might look as if nothing is happening, but something is happening. Even in business, I'm a business person. Even in business, when you run adverts, you might run adverts and you're pushing your business, you're telling people about it, you're disseminating your information, you're sharing business cards, you're sharing flyers, and it looks as though nothing is happening. Something is happening. I remember some years ago when I started my business, Soteria Rush Concept. When I started that business, things were slow. I just kept grinding, just kept pushing, just kept advertising. I do ad sometimes, ad of like spend maybe 20,000 naira on ad. One sale I will not make. I will get people that will call in and show interest in the product, that they want the product, but none of them eventually patronized. So I just kept doing it. My mentor kept telling me that don't worry, things will change. Until after like 2 years, I discovered that even without ad, I kept getting patronage. Why? Because those things I was doing consistently, now they've matured. It's like sowing a seed. Keep sowing that seed. It's going to germinate and it's going to produce fruits one day. So don't give up. Don't look at it as though I'm tired. This thing is not working. No, it's working. It's working. But I'm not saying everything works. I'm saying that right thing that you're doing, you should search yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Once you know you're doing the right thing, even if you have not seen the results, just know that it is working. Just like my guys that go to gym, just people that go to chop iron, right? When you go to gym, it's not overnight to see the changes in your body. You can go to the gym 3 months and you've not even seen the difference. You just notice, you look at the mirror, you might not notice a change. But you discover that when I started this gym, I was lifting only 20 kg. Now I'm lifting 50 kg. Growth has happened to you. It might not have shown yet, but growth has happened to you. Just keep doing it. Just keep growing gradually. Before you know it, you just discover that, whoa, I was like this before, now I'm like this. So I'm here to encourage you. Do not stop pushing that thing. Do not stop doing those things that you're doing. That growth that you're expecting, it is still going to come. All right? Think about that. This is Gratitude and Growth Haven. We grow intentionally, as in we are very intentional about the things we do to change our levels, to expand our mind, and to grow. And at the foundation of all that growth is gratitude. Gratitude. Show yourself some gratitude. Thank yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate the sources of your growth. All right? God bless you.